Welcome back to Two Vets, Two Mics, episode 16? Episode 16.
I don't even know.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll go with that. Episode 16. The conspiracy theory episode. Because that's what we're going to be talking about. Obviously. Or are we? Maybe it's just a big conspiracy.
We just should talk the submarine.
Man, fuck that submarine. And I'll get into why. I got a baller ass conspiracy theory for you about that submarine.
Oh, this is where I get my mundane polls or questions.
Yeah, I heard about that Marine, the one that choked out that homeless guy. I think he was acquitted. Good, rightfully so. What kind of country do you want to live in that you can't choke out a homeless guy every once in a while? Bullshit ass country is what I'm
If
telling you.
anything, they should have paid him to do it.
Yeah, it's a public service. He's on the subway. Yeah. Ugh.
Like, you telling me he was on the subway legally? Like, he paid for it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry that we missed last week, by the way. We were busy as fuck. So, shit happens. There's only two of us.
Ethan.
Yeah, fucking Ethan. In other news, we're also going to be jumping off of the audio platforms and moving to solely a YouTube platform. So, that's going to be fun. Visuals only.
It's good.
So now everyone that listens has to see when I'm cold. They have to see when my nipples are just out there. Just as obvious as a pussy fart.
I felt like most of them were here.
What, pussy farts?
Yeah. On YouTube already.
Yeah, most of them were. Yeah, there was only like maybe a handful on the audio streaming services. But gotta bring them over to the YouTubes. Oh, well. By the way, do you know what a pussy fart is?
Queef?
No.
Oh.
A queef is elegant.
Oh.
Right? Because a queef is it's like an air pocket that gets trapped in the vagina that with pressure gets released and then makes a sound. It's elegant. A pussy fart is like the ratchet cousin of a queef. It's when a girl farts and women are gonna know what I'm talking about. It's when she farts,
exposing
and the fart rolls forward. So she's sitting down in this scenario. She farts and the fart rolls forward and then just slaps the lips on the way out. Just gives them the old fucking backhanded. That's a pussy fart. I don't know why we brought up pussy farts, but they're here. So, what were we gonna talk about again?
They're gonna want to know how you found that out.
Yeah, well, that's a conspiracy theory.
How you're exposing them.
It's a conspiracy theory.
Like that one dude on TikTok. He's also a stand-up comedian. Shay Dorena.
Who?
Shay.
Oh, black dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shay.
He's always that's how I first saw him. He was always exposing those like weird things like guys do alone.
Oh yeah, like helicopter dick. If ladies, if your fella ever says he's never done it, he's a fucking liar. Because I'll tell you right now, sometimes when we're by ourselves, you just want a helicopter dick. Oh no, we're gonna crash. Kobe. Oh, rip.
You're like the female version of him. Well, whoever told you was the female version of him. Exposing women's secrets.
Exposing women's secrets.
Because they could fart and you could hear it. And you just think it's a normal fart.
Mm-mm.
But you don't know which way it went up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. What's another random ass thing guys do when we're by ourselves that women don't know of? Like I have one, but I think everyone does this. I know I have fake arguments, but like in the mirror. Like I want to see what facial expression I'm doing when I'm having this fake argument. That I win. I win all my fake arguments.
Yeah.
I've never lost a fake argument. I'm batting a fucking 1,000 in fake arguments.
But me on the other side, he sucks.
Yeah, in an actual argument, when somebody can interrupt and you're like, "Don't fucking, I rehearsed, bitch. Don't fucking interrupt."
No, you gotta gaslight them into thinking that they're interrupting you and they're the problem. And then you proceed to interrupt them.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
The fucking numerous different ways that guys adjust their balls.
Oh, endless ways. I already did it 3 times since I've been sitting here. Adjusted my balls. It was another one. Every guy likes his ass eaten. Every guy likes his. There isn't a guy in the world that doesn't like his ass eaten.
We talked about this one already.
Did we?
He either likes it or he hasn't had it.
Yeah, he either likes it or he's never had it done, but he's curious. Any guy that says he's not about it is a fucking liar.
You'd be wise to be the first one to do it to him before a guy does it to him.
Facts. Let me tell you this, ladies. If your guy tells you, "No, I'm not even curious about that," or I don't like it, it isn't that he wants to lie to you. It's that he doesn't trust you, and you should reevaluate yourself because you caused that. You're not open enough in your relationship.
Here's how I can prove it to you. When you get into the intimate moments, go down there with your fingers and tickle his balls.
Ooh.
And just keep getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna stop.
Every occasional graze of the testicles, touch the taint. You got a middle finger. It's a long
get
finger.
A little closer.
Yeah, just a little scrapey, yeah. And then get down there when you're,
Before you know it, my man's
every guy loves a scrum muncher. All right.
He's gonna be spread wide open, waiting for you.
He's going to be in baby diaper changing mode. Just legs up. Just ready. Man. You ever had your ass eaten?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. Why? Because this is America.
It's easy when you got dogs. You just put peanut butter in there.
Peanut butter?
They like peanut butter.
Dude, they love marshmallows. Put one of those bad boys in there. It's harder to get the peanut butter. I don't have a dog.
It works with cats, but you might end up bloody.
Yeah, it's not a. I mean, it's okay unless you have hemorrhoids. Then don't do it.
Or prostate cancer.
Yeah, or cancer of the prostate.
Speaking
Booty hole
that,
cancer.
Go check your prostate. You're overdue.
Yes, you are. 100% you're overdue. I go once a year, just to make sure I still enjoy it, because
just to make sure I still don't enjoy it, because otherwise,
Yeah, exactly.
Even if just for that.
Yeah, the doctor's like, you're not of the age to be getting a prostate exam. And to that I say, shut up and do what I pay you for. Shove that fat finger in my ass, and you make sure I don't have any type of cancer. It's not true.
And if you're scared, look up symptoms of prostate cancer, because they're so fucking vague. You probably have one.
Prostate cancer symptoms are like, do you breathe?
Well, gotta go get it checked out.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I do.
Well,
I do. They're like, do you blink more than 7 times in one day? Oh, shit.
God damn, bro, this guy's just not wrong.
Oh, my God. He's batting 1,000 with these symptoms.
Sorry, wife. I gotta go get my asshole fucked again.
Yeah. Symptoms are like, do you have an asshole? Then God you have prostate cancer. Fuck.
Do you have a prostate? Well, that's a good question. Gotta go find out if I do.
All right. Let's get the Jewish doctor.
What is a prostate, though?
What is a prostate?
Yeah.
It's a male G-spot.
I
think. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I know that it's in there. Yeah. Get over here. I'll tickle your lungs.
Ugh.
All right. Let's get into the episode. Oh, shit. I already did the intro. Welcome back. All right. That was fun, right? That was cool. We had a little banter. Talked about buttholes and guys getting their scrum eaten. Seriously, ladies, eat your guy's scrum. He'll thank you for it. And if you're sitting there going like, ew, oh, it's gross. I don't want to, hairy and blah. You fucking say something. He'll get it waxed, shaved, whatever it is you want. So quick, fast, and in a hurry. You're going to be like, man, I wish you took out the trash that fast. I wish you did the dishes that fast.
And if your man wipes like a toddler, just do it after the shower.
After the shower, get him a bidet.
During the shower.
Yeah, in the shower. Oof.
Just flip him upside down.
Yeah, I feel like if you're eating ass in the shower, it's got to feel like you're getting waterboarded. It's got to feel like you're a terrorist being
upside down. This is a little girl flipping a tall guy upside down. Dude doing a handstand. He's getting waterboarded.
Yeah. Yep. They're both getting They both feel like terrorists being interrogated by the CIA.
Except one of them's gonna enjoy it.
All terrorists enjoy it. All right. So the first, we're gonna go ahead and change gears. The first conspiracy I wanted to bring up is a conspiracy theory that I made up. I made this one up. I concocted this, and I have now refined it so much, and like pitched it out so much that I believe it. So I started this conspiracy as a joke, and I'm like, it kind of holds water, which is ironic, because speaking of holding water, this conspiracy involves the Titan submarine.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you heard about this sub, right?
Yep.
All right, so I got two things. First off, I'm really tired of hearing about the submarine. In terms of like when it was going on that whole week, I was super annoyed. I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yeah, it's sad because it's like people, but they're billionaires that chose to do that.
I actually saw like all the videos pop up at once. Like rich people go down the submarine, and then later on in the feed, submarine hasn't come up and after it was supposed to.
What the fuck do you have? Internet Explorer? Why were your notifications so late?
They weren't. It wasn't a notification. It was just like
on TikTok?
Yeah. They just all started popping up.
Yes. For those of you that may not know, there was a submarine called the Titan, right? It was a part of a company called Ocean Gate, which ironically is also what I'm calling this conspiracy, the Ocean Gate conspiracy. The sub went down trying to like take these billionaires down to see the Titanic. I don't know why. It's like, what, you've never seen the movie? James Cameron already fucking did that for you, bro. He got fucking Kate Winslet's titties out for you, and you want to go see it at the bottom of the ocean with no titties? Anyways, these 5 folks, they decided to go down there, and they had a catastrophic failure, imploded, and died on the way down.
Probably very brutal death.
Well, I mean, if you believe what you hear, then it was instantaneous, and they had no clue. It's not what I believe. So, let me get my hat on, and we'll go into the conspiracy theory. All right. So my theory is that the sub went down and I know that these dates are not accurate. I'm gonna say on a Monday, on a Friday, through a Friday, just to keep it easy to follow. Sub went down on a Monday, right? Now the sub is sending out a ping, because that's what they're just pinging their location, almost like
the dolphins,
like an air tag. Yeah, not the dolphins, but they had very minimal communication equipment in there, and so it stands to reason that they were only able to receive pings and not actual communication from any outside source outside of Ocean Gate. Now, what I thought was interesting was that the Navy reported hearing an explosion, not an implosion, mind you. They heard an explosion around the time that the sub went missing. So, the day prior, that same sub had gone down with other tourists, doing the same motions, same pings. The Navy doesn't fuck around with that shit. So, I think the Navy saw the sub go back down there. And I don't mean like they saw through binoculars. I mean they saw through like sonar and signals and stuff. And they were like, something is down there. Something keeps sending out pings. Somebody's got to be tracking us. Let's just blow them up. And I think the Navy blew them up and was like, we got them. And then an hour later on the news, they see a sub went missing in that location. And they're like, ooh.
Big oof.
Let's not say shit. Let's just wait and see what happens. And so people are going crazy looking for this sub. Obviously, the Navy has to report this higher up. And then higher up just goes, hey, you know what? Let's just let this play out. because we got some shit that
Training
we need.
exercise.
We got some shit that we need in, to not hit the news cycle. What shit are you talking about? Hunter Biden, all those federal charges being dropped despite literal evidence that is more than enough to put the guy away. All of a sudden, charges dropped, doesn't hit the news cycle. Then you have 700 migrants that gets sunk by the Coast Guard. Only 100 are recovered. 100 plus are recovered. The rest of them are presumed dead. Never hits the news cycle. Then you have parents murdering children. Every single day that they were talking about the sub that was missing, and I'm not exaggerating, every single day there was another story of an adult murdering or attempting to murder children. There was a guy who went into a park, he stabbed 7 kids. There was a dad took his 3 kids into the front yard and executed them. There was literally just every single day there was a new one. Never hit mainstream media. Right? You have all this craziness going on. Then you have the billions of dollars that go missing, and then you have billions of dollars that get thrown at Ukraine. And then you have the Wagner Group that springs up out of nowhere that nobody was tracking. Springs up out of nowhere, starts attacking Russian troops, which mind you, the Wagner Group was hired by the Russians initially. They started attacking Russian troops. They caused Putin to call pretty much a castle defense doctrine. Recall all your forces to one location to protect you, right? You're the flag in this scenario of capture the flag. Wagner Group is doing massive movements. You don't hear about any of this shit. All you hear about are 5 billionaires that we can't find. Then we find the debris. What was it 16,000 feet away from the Titanic? If it imploded, it stands to reason that an implosion, it crushed like a can and then just dropped the rest of the way. It was 12,500 feet down?
That's how far the Titanic is?
Yeah. So, the Titanic's at 13,000 feet. So it's like 500 more feet. It should have just, I'm not saying it should have dropped straight down, but to be, away 16,000 feet, that's a little fucking. So I think the Navy shot something. Now, the way most torpedoes nowadays work is they're not impact. They don't hit you and then blow up. They blow up near a submarine to cause structural damage so that the shit, implodes. Or so that it causes enough damage that it causes it to surface so that actual ships can bombard it, or so that we can capture whoever's on it. That's typically what they're for. But you have a small sub, it gets hit with the explosion on the side, causes it to explode, and that's why they're finding remains. There shouldn't be any remains. If it imploded, everyone should have been liquefied. But they're finding human remains, and the debris is not even crushed, right? It's just, it looks like it exploded, and it's 16,000 feet away from the Titanic, from where they lost signal. Little sussy-wussy. I think the Navy did an oopsies, and the government called an audible, and was like, let's use this to our advantage, baby. Fuck it. That's what I think. That's my conspiracy
What about
theory.
that one torpedo that you shot at the same time? Yeah, I know, training exercise.
Training exercise.
Yep.
Yeah.
We shot out the other direction.
Yep. We were shooting at boxes.
Pirates.
Yep. It's like when we accidentally killed a whale. It was a training exercise. That whale was already dead. Somebody else shot it with their boat.
But thank Jesus, the news lets us know that Koreans are now a year younger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Isn't it 2 years younger?
I don't know how that math
Like a year or
works,
2 years?
But why would we care?
Exactly. So, I think, for all intents and purposes, the government was in on the sinking of the Titan.
Let's
or
see
the
what
explosion of the Titan.
Google has to say about this. I'm just going to Google this straight out. Did the Navy shoot the Titan?
My conspiracy hat. Do you want one?
No,
That's so that the government can't read our minds. I'm not going to find it. I made it up. I'd be surprised if you.
Yeah, I want to see if anybody else thought like that.
If anybody else is as fucking nuts.
I mean, they said they heard the implosion.
Yeah, they said that they heard it once once somebody else discovered it. They're like, all right, by the way, we heard something. We just didn't say nothing. Why didn't you guys say anything? It was a top secret sonar thing. Why the fuck are you saying anything now? It was a training exercise.
They're on to you already.
Yep. I'm on to you, United States Navy. I'm on to you. And I like you. I'm on to you. Yeah.
Maybe they thought it was a whale.
That was sending out an electrical ping?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Yeah, whale ate it.
I guarantee you they thought it was a Chinese or a Russian sub that wasn't responding, that was trying to collect data on them, and they were like, you know what? Let's just fucking send them a little scare. Because you shoot this, it explodes near it, causes a little bit of damage, not enough to breach the hull. They got to surface. They got to get the fuck out of here. Now they know we know they're here. But then that didn't happen. Now did it, Navy? Did it? I'm on to you.
Roll, Raggy.
Roll, Ravy. Yeah. What's a conspiracy theory that you like? Besides mine, obviously.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
We didn't land on the moon. Have you heard this one?
Yeah.
Do you believe that one? Do you think first of all, do you think we landed on the moon?
Yeah.
When was the moon landing? I feel like an idiot for asking this.
That's how little I care.
Oh man, you got it. Let's see. When did we land on the moon? This is like the first one on there.
It's gonna be like, no, we didn't.
1969. You're telling me that in 1969 we landed on the moon? It was like right after my dad was born. We landed on the moon. Bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Bullshit. Look, I was a avid fake moon landing conspiracy theory denier. I always thought that conspiracy theory was stupid, but I've recently started looking into it more and more. And it's like a lot of the shit, like here's the thing. If NASA never opens their mouth, the conspiracy is dead in the water. No pun intended for the previous conspiracy. Like it just doesn't hold water. But the second that NASA started opening their mouth saying shit like, oh yeah, all the telemetry data that we collected on this voyage to the moon is lost because we recorded it all on VHS tape and then we recorded over the data. It's like, come on. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's what people say about the military until they actually enlist and they're like, all right, yeah, this stupidity might actually have
the stupidity makes sense to an extent, but we're talking about the fucking moon landing. You're talking about military
backed up in the cloud.
You're talking about military day-to-day activities that you have stupid shit happen. Makes perfect sense. But we're talking NASA in the 60s. Their whole goal was to get to the moon and make subsequent trips. The goal also was to have an outpost on the moon. You're telling me we lost the telemetry data because some jackass wanted to record, Ugly Betty on them? Nah, that doesn't make any sense. And then you have the other stuff where they get asked, why don't we go back? And they say, we don't have that technology anymore. You'd think we'd have better technology now. Elon Musk is landing rockets back on Earth, but we can't go to the moon? Doesn't make sense, man. Doesn't make sense to me. We didn't land on the moon. My sister sent me one. I thought it was, what was it? I forgot what she sent me. There's all the classics, right? JFK was murdered by the CIA. It was a CIA hit. Martin Luther King was murdered by the FBI. That one's true. 9/11 was an inside job. Do you believe that one? Do you think 9/11 was an inside job?
No. I think I just don't care enough about them to have to argue the opposite of what we think happened.
Well, okay, so there's what we think and then there's what we're told. I think the conspiracy part is challenging what we're told.
Yeah, I just don't have the energy for that.
Mm.
So they're like, oh, plane hit tower. Okay, plane hit tower. Period.
Mm.
No, wait, but somebody. No, I just don't actually care. So it's fine if they set it on fire from the inside. I don't care.
Was an inside job.
Inside the plane.
No. Yeah,
Got him. We got him on tape.
9/11 was an inside job. 100%. I want to see it in the comments. I want to see in the comment section what your favorite conspiracy is. What of the ones that we've talked about, do you agree with them? Do you disagree, and why? Right? Because I love a good conspiracy theory.
Bush did 9/11.
No, Cheney did. Dick Cheney did 9/11, the vice president at the time. It makes perfect sense. Because all of a sudden his oil company, Halliburton, stood to profit billions.
Halle Berry?
No, not Halle Berry. No, you're thinking X-Men. Yeah, not Axeman, which is what Dick Cheney was to 9/11. Did O.J. Simpson do it? Yeah. 100% O.J. Simpson did it. 110% O.J. Simpson murdered Anna Nicole Brown and the other guy she was fucking. What was his name?
I feel like it's actually not that it's easy. I feel like a
Ron
lot of
Goldman?
people get away with murder.
Oh, yeah. It's so easy to get away with murder.
Like for however many cases or documentaries we see about people like not getting away with murder, there's like 10 people getting away with murder.
Yeah, dude, there's like 200 some active serial killers in the United States today. Serial killers. How many do you got to kill before you're considered a serial killer? How many people
3.
do you... Look at that. It is 3. The term serial killer means a series of 3 or more killings. Actually, we did talk about this once before. Not less than one of which was committed within the United States, having common characteristics such as whatever. 3. Excuse me.
There has to be some sort of pattern. You can't just like kill 3 people in an accidental car accident.
Yeah, no. It's got to be...
serial killer.
Yeah, it's got to be... That's manslaughter. That's what that is. No, it's got to be...
Serial slaughter.
You went out with the intention to do this. And you know who else went out with the intention to do this? And this is another good conspiracy theory for you. Benjamin Franklin was a serial killer.
Was that right?
Yep. The guy on the Benjamin, on the $100 bill. Benjamin motherfucking Franklin. They found it... Well, no, they didn't find his old house. His old house was a historical thing. Historical place. And they did some digging. And they found... It was like 30 bodies. The remains of 30 bodies buried in the basement. And they were like, damn. Old Benji, you son of a bitch. But he was also a pedophile. So there's that. So, you know.
You do be looking like one.
Yeah. Yep. They like kicked him out of the country. Not ours.
It won't be long before like they change his photo on the 100.
Well, they're changing the 20.
Why?
You haven't heard about this?
Maybe I did. I just don't care.
They're putting Harriet Tubman. Where's it? Rosa Parks. Shit. Oh shit. Who are they putting on the the 20? It's
just
a black woman.
Just like they're changing.
It's a black woman. It's either Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, or Aunt Jemima. But one of them bitches is going on the 20.
Just like they're changing those some of those military post names because they're not
Harriet Tubman, the abolitionist.
She's the one with the subway.
What?
She was the one with the subway.
No, Underground Railroad.
Underground subway?
No, there was no subway back then.
I mean,
You're thinking
goes on.
You're thinking of Jared Fogle from Subway, another conspiracy pedophile.
I think he was. I just think people just didn't care enough about him.
What?
Like,
No, he was convicted of being a pedophile.
they were like, just let him go.
There's a whole documentary on it. They caught him. They caught his like best friend /
What's the
business
conspiracy?
partner. What's that?
What's the conspiracy?
That there were way more people involved.
Yeah, they just didn't care.
Yeah, that they were just like, dude, it's Jared Fogle, bro. He's giving somebody a foot long.
Maybe it's time he takes a foot long.
Who would you put on the $100 bill in place of Benjamin Franklin?
Taylor Swift.
I should have known. Besides Taylor Swift.
The Rock.
I was thinking The Rock too.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's
like
a good one.
Like a slightly younger, like in his 40s.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's definitely a good one.
People.
Barack Obama, maybe.
Oh yeah, dude.
I feel like he's a contender for sure. For sure, he's a contender.
His
to
wife.
Put up money. No, fuck that chick.
She gets a 50. Nobody uses 50.
Yeah.
Who is on the 50? That's how little people
Grant.
use them. What Grant?
Hugh Grant, the actor from all those rom-coms. I don't know his first name. I forget his first name. Who is on the? Somebody's like screaming into the to their screen. It's Ulysses S. Grant. It is Ulysses S. Grant. Yeah.
Has he been canceled yet? I feel like he's getting replaced soon.
No. Well, here's why they shouldn't have doubled down. You shouldn't have people that are on coins on bills.
For sure.
Right? You shouldn't have George Washington on $1, but then also have him on a quarter.
Don't we have Rosa Parks on a coin?
I think it's a commemorative coin. No, we don't have Rosa Parks on any official U.S.
Do we
currency.
have any women on coins?
Nope.
I could have sworn I saw a woman on a dollar coin.
I think I think those are like commemorative coins.
The newer ones? I feel like maybe you just haven't seen them. Or maybe I'm making shit up. I don't know.
Why is Abraham Lincoln on the penny, and why is it brown? Conspiracy.
It's copper.
Conspiracy.
As you know, we just never tell facts on this podcast. So
Exactly. The penny is not brown.
everything is a conspiracy.
Everything is a conspiracy. My head is getting really toasty. I'm baking under here. We preheated the room to 250. Can I have some nopalitos?
Yeah, bro. Susan B. Anthony on the dollar coin.
She's on the dollar. Who was on it before her?
It was her again, but just an older version.
Oh.
Who did you think was on there? You thought it was a dude.
I thought it was a dude for sure, yeah.
He's racist, sexist.
Sexist for sure. Yeah, I thought it was a dude. But this is also why nobody uses the dollar coin.
Oh, no, wait. Just kidding. I made that up.
Yes.
It is also a woman. It's just not Susan B. Anthony.
Fuck.
It is.
Is it Lady Liberty?
No, I don't know who this is. It's Sacagawea.
What? You don't know who Sacagawea is? She led Lewis and Clark on an expedition.
To the moon?
Nah, she's an Indian, bro. They didn't even know about. They didn't even know. They didn't even know that we got to the moon. Allegedly. Also, I actually have no clue who Sacagawea is, or who Lewis and Clark is, or what this expedition was. I only know this information for the exact same reason every one of you fucking lot know who Sacagawea is.
The same reason you know the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Sort of, except you know it because of Ben Stiller in Night at the Museum. So don't you fucking look at me like, how does he not know? You don't fucking know either. All right? Although Night at the Museum was a fucking banger of a trilogy.
You know who Martha Washington is?
Who? Oh, George Washington's wife? Or is that Batman's mother?
Fucking maybe. I don't know.
Martha!
In 1886, she was on the $1 coin.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's George Washington's wife. Martha Washington. You would think.
This one isn't. She wasn't like the only one on there, but Pocahontas was amongst the people in the back of the $20 bill in the 1860s.
Pocahontas.
I thought she was fake.
What? No, she's a real person.
No, we just gotta get them going in the comments.
Yeah, she was a real
You
person.
thought she was fake?
Her name, though, is actually not Pocahontas. It's Selena.
They don't care here.
No,
She's
not
called
Selena either.
Pocahontas.
Yeah. Yeah, we all know her as Pocahontas. You know who the fuck we're talking about. Although the guy, she was 14 when she met John Smith, and he helicopter dicted her. Anyways, you said she was on the background of the 20?
Yeah, amongst the people in the back of the 20.
Nice. Good for you, Pocahontas. Moving on up in the world. Who else has been on Currency?
Ooh, like women?
Yeah. What other
That's
women
all
have
I'm
been
looking up.
on?
There were some like commemorative ones.
I feel like commemorative ones are kind of a slap in the face.
We got Maya Angelou.
Maya Angelou?
Yeah. Dr. Sally Ride.
I have a book by Maya Angelou in my bookshelf over there,
A
actually.
bunch of other people I don't know. I was forced to read a book of Maya Angelou.
I think we all were. What was the name of that book? I should know because that's actually the book that I have of Maya Angelou because I never returned it.
Is it the one about the mockingbird?
No, don't think that was her.
Mockingjay?
To Kill a Mockingjay?
Mockingjay's.
No, I'm sorry, To Kill a Mockingbird. Sorry. Yeah, that might be her. I never read it. I don't think I ever read any of the assigned books except for the Watsons Go to Birmingham. That was, I think, the only book I legitimately read cover to cover multiple times. And I have that book, too. I bought that one recently.
I was close. It's not To Kill a Mockingbird.
What is it?
It's called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It had to do with a bird. I knew it. I didn't read it.
Yeah, I didn't read it.
I'm a piece of shit.
I have it. And I'm a piece of shit. And I still didn't read it.
I did read one assigned book. Like one we read as a class, I remember was The Crucible.
I never read it.
Yeah, I think I was in like dumb English. But when I was taking AP English, because I failed it, that's why I took dumb English. When I took good English, we had to make our own book report, and I was like, I don't want to read a book. And the teacher was like, you're a piece of shit. You read this one. You'll like this one.
How fucking dope has it got to be a kid now?
Why?
You got to make this book report. All right. I download ChatGPT. Boom. Book report. Fucking done. And then I take that book report, and there's another program. I forget what it's called. Somebody in the comments is probably going to fucking know. But I put it in another program, and it rewrites it all in original way, so that they can't run it through the teacher's program, because teachers have a program where they check it for any copywriting, for any copy pasting, and it will beat that every time. It's got to be so fucking good to be a kid. We had a floppy disk in middle school during my keyboarding class.
I don't think that program would pick up from ChatGPT anyways.
Yeah, but you never know.
Run it through that plagiarism program like 10 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, it's got to be so fucking dope. Got an iPad. Although all that stuff probably existed back then. I was just poor, so.
If you think about it, though, like, the percentages on the plagiarism got to be going higher and higher because, like, people just keep writing more and more essays.
Yeah.
More essays keep getting submitted into that program.
I think what happens is it looks for very specific words followed by others. So it's like if you have a full sentence that's copy pasted, it's going to flag it, right?
No, I feel like we're at the point now where full sentences have been repeated.
Yeah, but like the odds of that.
It gives them a percentage. It'll be like 30% plagiarized, and they're like, okay, that's
yeah. There's an acceptable percentage for how much can be plagiarized.
But now, like, they're probably up into the 50s.
Yeah,
they're like, let's just flip a coin. This thing came out as plagiarized, and then the kid's just like
I feel like if I were a teacher, I would prompt like ChatGPT and all that to do the essays for me as well.
But would they be the same every time?
Who knows, man? But it's got to be close enough, right?
Hire ChatGPT to let you know as the teacher if this was written by you.
Boom.
Got him.
But also as a teacher, for the most part, you can, because there's ways to get away with this stuff. It's called not being a piece of shit student. Because if you're a piece of shit dumb student and out of nowhere you fucking turn in a baller ass essay,
oh yeah,
there's a lot of red flags.
When you do like your daily journals or some short essays in class, they're gonna know if you're an idiot.
Yeah, you keep referring to a single woman as women, and then the women did the thing, and it's like, you're only talking about one woman, right? Woman. Yeah.
Write a world-class essay.
I fucking hate when people say that. When people use the plural for women when they're talking about the singular version of it. Ugh. Ugh. Did you do dumb English? Dumbass. Sorry. Went off on a... Yeah. That's a huge red flag. And also, I think it's probably got to be so dope to be a kid now in school because math has got to be so irrelevant. Right? Like, just, it's all in your pocket. Like, we had flip phones that couldn't even fucking... What the fuck is this? Like, we had flip phones that, like, you couldn't even spend 10 minutes on a phone call without it shitting its pants and, like, breaking on you. And now you have more technology in your pocket than they did back on June 20th, 1969 when we faked the moon landing. Full circle, baby.
Like that NASA picture meme, like their supercomputer with only like 400 megabytes of RAM.
So, what a fucking... We've been lied to. We've been lied to. All right.
I'm okay with that, though.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
I'm okay with it, but also, like, I want to know because I'm Mexican. And so, like, cheese man, bro. Give me the cheese, bro.
You got to find some Mexican in NASA.
There aren't any.
Smart.
Keep them all out. You ever have national secrets or anything, just don't hire any Mexicans. Because I'll tell you right now, that's cheese man, bro. That's getting out there. We're telling everybody. Everybody. All right. Anyways, let's get the fuck out of here. That was fun. I'm gonna go wipe all my hard drives, and I'm gonna turn my phone back on so that my FBI guy doesn't get too worried about where I am. But all right,
He's
thanks.
been listening in on my phone.
Fuck. That's what this is for. He can't read my thoughts. All right. Peace.